Dallas would deem me not a Dallas fan on the pod. Then a team that I least like is no surprise.
Welcome back to the Feed the Need Fantasy Football Podcast, the number one 16-team fantasy football league in the world. I am your host, Derek Moody. As always, my co-host here, the Season 2 Feed the Need champion, Trev Brown. How you doing?
What's going on, Derek? Another week, another 7 days closer to our draft. I feel like we're only like 10 days away. Super excited to mock with everybody tonight. I think we're getting about 10 people in our league. Super exciting. Pretty close to the real deal. 10 out of 16. Pretty close. And so really excited to mock with the league tonight, Derek.
Yeah, I'm super excited. Daly just joined right now, so we're up to 8. We're waiting on 2 more real quick. But yeah, man, I'm super excited. It's been one of those things, getting people kind of join in, setting up the time. It's been fun. So we do these all the time, so it'd be kind of fun to, record it, talk about picks and stuff like that. And it might not be the real thing, but we can kind of show people at the end of the draft. Kind of, it gets a little hairy, and you can start really showing people,
that's another thing I'm excited for about this is that no one does 16-team leagues. And so no one understands the issues that we go through with the amount of people that we use and all that stuff, with the amount of bench that we have. And so it gets down to the nitty gritty. People that in 10-team leagues won't sniff the field ever. Even 12-team leagues won't sniff the field. So that's what I'm excited to show everybody, that how that comes together.
Yeah, same. It's and then like the no kicker aspect and all that too. And you kind of start seeing that when there's the actual guys in the league, their picks, their strategies, kind of what they're doing and all of that stuff. Speaking of the draft day, we have a new sponsor for the podcast, and it's kind of exciting. It's big things for us coming. And speaking of the draft, hey, Trevor, you bringing anything to the draft?
I was thinking about it, but I was looking at the weather, and it's supposed to be like 95 degrees, and everything's going to get so hot.
Well, do I have something for you? Hey there, football fans. Are you ready to chill out and hydrate while you dominate your league? Look no further than Chill Ice and H2O, your one-stop shop for premium ice and refreshing water. Whether you're hosting a game or party or a draft, just kick back and watch the highlights. Chill Ice and H2O has you covered. Their crystal clear ice cubes are perfect for keeping your drinks cold without watering them down, and their purified water is just what you need to stay refreshed all season long. Download the Ice2U app and get a free bag after your first 10 bags. That's Chill Ice and H2O, cooling your drinks 1 cube at a time. All right, Trev, it's time to mock. Are you excited for this?
I'm excited to see how shitty some of these teams are going to be.
It never amazes you, and then it's great. But all right, here we go. We have the first 7 picks are guys from the league. So here we go. Starting out with Blackburn here. He's the biggest Christian McCaffrey honk you ever meet. Yep, there that one is. And you're on board. What are you thinking here?
I'm thinking if Christian McCaffrey doesn't fall to me at 2, I don't like the second pick. And so I think I just have to go with Jettis.
I hate that pick so much.
I do too. I don't want Tyreek Hill because he's going to be hurt, and then I don't want CeeDee Lamb because he's not going to sign a contract. So what do you do?
That's true.
Like you have to go with ADP, and what are you going to go reach for the 6th ADP? No way. At 2? No way.
Yeah, that's true. I personally, I like the route that Daly went, Bijan, and Feed the Need. We got to go after running backs. They go quickly, as you guys will see here. I like the Bijan pick. Tyreek Hill's a safe play. Spencer went Breece Hall, then CeeDee Lamb. I'm not really a big fan. He's not even in practice yet. Quinn, the new guy, went with Amon-Ra St. Brown. Jamar Chase with the computer. Jahmyr Gibbs, Puka, A.J. Brown, Jonathan Taylor. And now in the back half, we have 4 of the league members here to finish it up. Me here, Trev, I'm looking. I don't want Barkley. I'll take Garrett Wilson here. I'm looking for a Kyren and Travis Etienne, one of those two to fall to me. Ideally, Kyren. But Unc Rich there with Saquon Barkley. I'm not like a huge Barkley fan this year. Just no touchdown upside.
I agree. No touchdown upside. When your QB is your running back 50% of the time in the red zone, and you have to split the other 50% with 3 other backs.
Yeah.
No thanks. Not in the first round.
Caleb goes with Derrick Henry here. So exactly what I was wanting, Kyren to fall. And feeding the need, running backs, like I said, they go a little pretty dang quick here. I like Travis Etienne. I like Kyren. I really like Garrett Wilson this year with Aaron Rodgers. I think that's a huge fall for him, but I think I'm going to go with, you know what? I'm going to go Garrett Wilson today. I'm going to go against what kind of I've been saying this whole time, but I think Garrett Wilson falling that late is huge, and I think I can hopefully get Travis Etienne coming back to me as long as Taylor Majors doesn't take both of them.
He's taking both. Whoa, Achane.
Oh,
Achane.
Hey, I'm a conservative fantasy football player. Not conservative. I'll take Devon Achane. In my opinion, is a huge boom bust guy. He has so much potential, so much. He took so many. He's fast. I have a stat I saw that was he had 103 carries last year and had 5 of them. So 5% of his carries went for over 40 yards. The next closest was Breece Hall. He had 233 and he only had 4 of them. So it's literally not even close.
Right.
So right there, I got Travis Etienne on the turn, kind of what I was hoping. There was 2 running backs. I was hoping one of them made it. But yeah, Devon Achane is a league winner, and it's one of those guys that you'd love to have on your team. You can take a house at any time. Caleb with a Kenneth Walker early. This is one thing that people don't realize, that in Feeding the Need, you shake your head, but buddy, I'm telling you, running backs. There's 16 of us. There's 32
teams. It's just a homer. I hope he does that on draft day.
I'm not disagreeing, but in Feeding the Need, you need running backs, man. There's 16 teams here, and there's only 32 running backs in the league. So you have to start 2 of them. You better get 2 early. After Caleb went Kenneth Walker, Unc Rich with Jacobs. Then it goes Devontae Adams, Olave, Harrison, Drake London, Josh Allen, first quarterback off the board. Isaiah Pacheco, Quinn goes within the second round. Now Mike's up. Trevor, what are you thinking here? Who are you hoping to falls to you? Like, what are you thinking?
I was hoping Pacheco would fall, but maybe that's a pipe dream.
See, I agree. Pacheco's one of those running backs. There's no competition there for him. I mean, there's a rookie that doesn't have any like crazy draft capital in a huge high octane offense.
They did sign CEH to a 1-year deal, and so they are expecting him to do something. I
don't give a fuck about CEH. I'm sorry. I don't disagree, but like,
they expect him to do something. They signed him to a 1-year deal. He's going to get some carries. It's not like he's the number 2.
I don't disagree. It's just
he was a starter for 3.5, 4 years in the league. Like, I mean, he's going to get his looks. Pacheco's not going to be the 30 touch guy a week. He'll be about 20, but that's why I'm hoping Pacheco falls. But
I agree. Mike goes Jalen Waddle. Spencer goes Deebo Samuel. Dallas with Travis Kelce. Oh wow! All right, Trev, 2 picks away. What are you thinking? Who are you wanting?
I have to go running back, and so I'm probably. I don't want anything to do with White in Tampa Bay. I don't really trust that offense as far as I can throw him. So I'm going to go Mixon.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Jefferson and Joe Mixon. We'll see what is here after Trev. Maybe let's hope Trev doesn't go. I hope he goes receiver. I would like another running back here. And I'd love to get Kamara.
He goes Brandon Ayuk, Mike Evans. This team's okay. I see you. Alvin Kamara.
Little old on the running back side, but dependable, old reliables.
Yeah,
they should give me some. No crazy 40-point weeks probably anymore, but they should average out about 15 a week. So not too bad.
I agree with that. After you, Daly goes Nico Collins. So he has Bijan, James Cook, Nico Collins. I like that quite a bit. As Nico is your wide receiver one, it's can't complain. He did the flip flop of you. You went receiver, running back. He went running back, receiver. Dallas here, he's doing the opposite of kind of what we've talked about to feed the need. He's kind of punting, doing the no running back strategy here. But Tyreek
doesn't work.
Feed the need. You'll get unless he gets something crazy fall. I think it's Travis Kelce. I hate that. I hate tight ends early. Cooper Kupp is somebody I really like this year. I understand he's getting older, but the guy's going to be good if he stays healthy. Obviously, if he stays healthy. Spencer goes DJ Moore.
Okay.
What are you going to say?
No, I was confused for a second. I didn't see Puka Nacua go, and I was just like, why would Cooper Kupp go before Puka Nacua? But he went like number 8.
That's the question. Who do you want more? Would you rather take a first-round pick on Puka or a third round on Cooper Kupp?
I want to see it again. And Puka had a great season, but like Kupp has done it 5, 6, 7 seasons in a row. And so
now he's healthy, and so is Stafford. I'm right there with you.
Right.
It's one of those things. I agree, Mike.
So I think you're getting that
strategy here either, and you're getting one thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying you're probably getting the higher ceiling with Puka, but at the same time, can you really say it's a higher ceiling because you don't think like Kupp can go for 40 points in a game? I still think he can. What shows us that he can't?
I agree, and that's the thing is you know who led the NFL NFL receivers in points, fantasy points last year, weeks 1 through 9.
Cooper
Kupp.
Cooper. Whoa.
Bingo. The guy when he's on the field is absolutely fucking electric. Puka, right. Yes, you are right. He's done it 1 year, but that's without an elite talent on the other side. Right. And I mean, okay, so back to this real quick. Mike went Patty Mahomes, second quarterback off the board, I think. Yeah, second quarterback off the board. Quinn goes Rachaad White. And then the computer goes Diggs, Jalen Hurts, Sam Laporta, Malik Neighbors, Mike Pittman. Uncle Rich goes Aaron Jones. This is the thing. Uncle Rich now has 3 running backs. I hate Aaron Jones this year.
I hate all 3 of those picks, dude.
Yeah, same. CJ
those are 3 running backs that I'm not targeting at all.
It's just no, thank you. With me here, like we look at running backs, and this is the running backs here. I just scrolled up here, and it's James Conner, David Montgomery, DeAndre Swift, Ramondre Stevenson. Bro, I'm getting highly daily in the chat here that says Moody Swift's good value here. I'm the biggest Swift guy. Might as well call me Travis Kelce. I'm a Swiftie. All right, leave me alone. But with that, like I don't like any of those running backs right there. You can go to receivers. I'll take DK, Devontae Smith, Zay Flowers all day of the week. I think I'm going to go with I'm going to go DK here. Now I have Garrett Wilson, ETN, and DK. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I'll take 2 good receivers.
I've had DK a few times over the last few years, and he's just too inconsistent for my liking.
I fully agree, and I'm not a big Geno Smith guy, so I mean –
it's just too few and far between. It's big games, man. It seems like it's 3-4 weeks between decent games sometimes, and you just get tired of waiting on him.
Bingo. He has the capability of everything in the world, but it just never clicks all the time. But on the turn, it goes Devontae Smith, T. Higgins. So now it's my turn here, and man, running backs after this, I don't really like looking at them. I'm not a big fan of them. I like James Conner, but for a 4th-round pick, just not my favorite. I'm going to go – I have 8 seconds. Fuck. I'm going to go Zay Flowers here. I like Zay Flowers. He's not the greatest pick. I hate my mock so far.
Yeah, you're not picking running back there is dumb.
I just don't like none of them. I have a couple.
James Conner going to be the guy. You're talking about who's going to be the guy. He's going to get 25 carries a game.
How many weeks is he going to miss? He has never once played a full season in the NFL. He's and I don't ever root for injuries or anything like that, but the guy misses at least a couple weeks every single year.
Yeah, I mean, everybody does. Everybody does.
I agree, but I'm just saying I like Zay Flowers last year in the playoffs. The dude just was dominant. Yes, he fumbled on the one and really fucked it up and kind of.
No, I don't mind Zay Flowers pick. He's not a bad player. It's just now you're just the difference between a 4th round running back and a 5th round running back might as well be a starter and not starter.
I get you. Okay, after me it goes Tank Dell, Lamar Jackson, Trey McBride. I hate how I will not draft the tight end that early. Trey McBride, Dalton Kincaid, Anthony Richardson, Mark Andrews, James Conner, Amari Cooper there. I'm not a big crazy fan of Amari. But yeah, that was Quinn's pick. So now he has 2 running backs, 2 receivers. Mike, does he go running back here?
Yes, he does.
Yep, David Montgomery could have figured that one. Spencer here, if I had to guess, Spencer, he's probably going to go Pickens.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that either Swift or White falls.
Kittle, whoa! Spencer's not like a tight end drafter, so that's kind of a shocker. But I mean, I like George Kittle there, especially Brandon Ayuk missing time in camp. So it's Debo and who? Ricky Parcells or whatever his fucking name's been hurt. So it's Debo and who? I'm obviously Christian McCaffrey there, obviously, but somebody else is going to demand some targets because Brandon Ayuk's not there.
So you don't think he's going to be there all season?
I do.
You don't think he signs by week 1? He signs by week 1. You're not missing game.
It's not that. When a guy misses camp and is not there, I fade him. I'm sorry. I don't trust them. I don't think they're going to be anything crazy. Every single year, the receiver or whoever holds out, they have 5 to 6 weeks of just absolute dog shit because they're just trying to get up to game speed. Dallas gets his first running back there with Najee Harris, Daly, George Pickens. I like Daly's start so far. Bijan, James Cook, Nico, and Pickens. That's a solid 4. Both of your guys fell.
Decided to switch it up because I think I can get either one. I'm happy with both, and so I don't really care which one falls to me. I think Trev will probably take another running back here. It'll probably be DeAndre Swift, but I'm totally fine with. That's fine. Wanted Zamir White, but I will take DeAndre Swift here. It's either Swift or Mostert at this point, and Mostert's going to have big games, but at the same time, you got to deal with A chain. So I'm going to go with Swift here.
Yeah, I like that.
Really liking my draft so far. Kind of older, a lot older in a sense. My last 4 picks, but really reliable fantasy football player so far, and no sign of them slowing down to this point.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Keenan Allen this year. The guy is good, everything like that.
I'm just excited to see Caleb Williams to see if he actually throws the hell out of the ball, and if he does, cool. If he doesn't, that's a 4th round wide receiver pick. Not too worried about it. Yeah,
I agree. I 100% agree. I like Caleb Williams. I just think that DJ Moore obviously is there. You just stacked 2 Bears.
Hell yeah, I did.
But like I do think Rome Odunze he might start. It's always like the tiers. The veteran guys start hot and then they taper off, and the rookies they start slow, then they get hot towards as the season gets going. Things start to click. So I do think Keenan starts hot but then fades, but Rome will take over that job sooner than later. Daly goes Rashee Rice, then Dallas with Calvin Ridley. I wonder if he has some bovada with Ridley or not, or I don't know.
Apparently doesn't do bovada anymore. He's a new man.
Yeah, it's because there's like a new transaction thing. You put like $100 on there, you only get like 10 on the app because Bovada takes out the 90. Spencer going Jaden Reed, there's kind of a given. He just traded for him in the dynasty league that we have together. I like Jaden Reed, just going to pack a piece of that Packers offense. But yeah, so far, like Spencer, he has Breece, Debo, DJ Moore, Kittle, and Jaden Reed. I like it. He's going to have to hit on a running back kind of later. But this is one of the hero RB strategy here. In Feed the Need, you have to come in with a direction and a path of what you're doing. If you're going no RB, you go no RB, and you just stack up on guys like Dallas is doing, and just hope to God you can catch guys at the bottom of the tier in the running back situation. Mike, he's kind of, I don't know what Mike's doing. He's a receiver guy and a quarterback guy, so he's got another receiver there, Christian Kirk. Quinn goes to Terry McLaurin. Terry's an intriguing pick this year, especially now that Sean Dotson just got traded to the Eagles. So Terry's kind of there left alone. Who's going to kind of join him there? Who's going to step up? Especially the rookie quarterback. After that, there's your guy Ramondre Stevenson, who I was kind of hoping made it back to me. Then Rome Odunze, Kyler Murray, Joe Burrow. Xavier Worthy, that's the rookie of Kansas City. That's a guy you mentioned the other day, I think.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Looks like you have about there's some running backs that are there. You should be able to get 2 serviceable running backs if you wanted to go that route.
Yeah. Caleb goes Keon Coleman here. Let's think too is I only need one more. There's a couple of them that I have an eye on. That's a little ways to go. So there's one guy I'm kind of really wanting to look at here. If I look at quarterbacks, there's Prescott, Love, Purdy, and Caleb Williams. What?
He's behind you.
Who's behind me?
Your player that you should draft.
I'm not a Nick Chubb guy. A guy I want is the other guy in that offense, and that is Jerome Ford. That's a guy I will try to pick up next in my next turnaround here. 17 seconds here. There's not a whole hell of a lot that I like. Running backs, Tony Pollard, Nick Chubb. I like Zach Moss.
Ugh, you're not even going to start after week 1. Chase Brown's the starter there.
I'm going Jordan Love. I like Jordan Love. I like the Packers offense. I think after that, I'm not a fan of Dak Prescott. Brock Purdy's just Brock Purdy. Jordan Love, I think, is going to take that next step this year. He goes Chris Godwin. I've never been a Godwin guy. I don't know why. Just never have. I don't care that I lost Tony Pollard, but I am going to go Zach Moss here. I understand with Zach Moss, he's not like this cold cut starter, but I feel like last year when he was with the Colts, he performed well. What is going on here? He performed well and kind of earned him a spot. Went to the Bengals, and the only guy behind him is Chase Brown. And I'm not a huge fan of Chase Brown. They're losing a lot of athleticism and as a running back out of Joe Mixon. So I think Zach Moss has a good chance of getting a lot of touches and carries.
Not a big fan of Chase Brown could due to a lack of athleticism.
I'm not a fan of Chase Brown. Just not.
He's athletic as shit. I'd like to see his scores. His spark scores or whatever the hell it's got to be. I mean, the what I saw of him last year, he a shit ton of 40-yard plays. He's explosive. He's going to win the job. And Zach Moss been in the league for 7-8 years now. He's not winning no job 8 years in.
We'll see. I agree. After that, it goes Jackson Smith and Jigga, Evan Ingram, Lad McConkey. I'm not a huge fan of. Jordan Addison, another Viking I'm trying to stay clear of. Hollywood Brown, Jalen Warren, Brock Bowers, and then Quinn goes Caleb Williams. Get his quarterback. He already has 2 running backs, 3 receivers. I like that.
Really excited. Really excited for my next pick.
Where are you looking? Who are you hoping to fall?
I'm going to QB. He's going to fall. I'm excited for him this year.
Dak
He'll
Prescott.
he'll make it all of one game, but I'm pretty excited to draft him.
Uh-oh. After the Caleb Williams, it goes Deontay Johnson, Javonte Williams. Dallas is on the clock here.
He needs a QB too. All these guys
need a running back, maybe,
or QB,
quarterback.
He'd probably go Prescott. Would probably be his best.
I know exactly where you're going.
I know you do.
You're going to the Hawk too, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. If Dallas was smart, he would do it right now. Because he has Tyreek. Get that connection. But he goes Austin, 47-year-old Eckler, and then Brian Thomas.
I didn't realize that was Tua. Tua. I thought that was more of a sexual joke.
Oh. Is that not how you're going?
No, I want Jaden Daniels.
Oh, that's.
I did this last year with Anthony Richardson, and he did pretty well until he literally got smashed into oblivion. So we'll take 2 this year. This is, I think, where I picked Anthony Richards last year too, about 6th, 7th round.
Yeah, I mean, crazy upside, absolutely crazy upside here. The guy could be the next Lamar Jackson, or he could be the next guy on the IR.
Here's your guy, brother.
Hey, David Njoku. I like David Njoku. Nice pick. I like it a lot. Especially as a tight end off that late in the draft.
I agree. And apparently the Browns are supposed to be the heaviest passing offense in the league this year. And so what a lot of videos are saying, what a lot of people are saying online. And so throw the ball 40 times a game. Njoku's getting 7, 8 of those every hell yeah. And I'll take that every day of the week for a tight end in the 8th round or 7th round.
Mm-hmm. And just notification came out today that Deshaun Watson is expected to be 100% healthy. He's already taken full day, full reps, everything ready to go. So he'll be ready.
Oh, yeah.
After that goes Jonathan Brooks. I like that, especially after he has 2 running backs already. He's going to have to sit on for 4 weeks-ish. And feed the need's kind of tough because we do only have 4 bench spots. So that has
what's wrong with Jonathan Brooks?
He's recovering from the injury from college.
Okay, still not back yet.
No, he's expected to be ready, not be ready till weeks 3 or 4.
Okay.
After that, Dallas goes Tajee Spears. I like that pick. I don't think they just completely fade him. I think him and Tony Pollard, everything I've read is 50-50. So it's going to be whoever's a hot hand and whoever kind of takes over. And Tajee's the young guy. Tony Pollard looked awful last year.
I agree with Spears is going to be the guy eventually. Yeah, probably by week 3 or 4.
Yep. Spencer goes with the last, not the last, because I think 2 is still there. But Dak Prescott, Mike gets tight end of Jake Ferguson. Gus Bus goes to Quinn, and Nick Chubb, Singletary, Brian Robinson, Trey Benson, DeAndre Hopkins. Rich goes Jameson Williams. I really like Jameson Williams this year.
Dallas Name the tight end. Name the tight end who had the most red zone targets last year.
I don't know.
Ferguson.
Ooh, I wouldn't have guessed that. Kind of like what I said earlier, the Zach Moss pick I don't really like. I felt like I kind of ruined it there for me. But the guy I really wanted to fall to me is Jerome Ford, and he's right there ready to go. I really like Jerome Ford this year. I'm not a fan of Nick Chubb. He's not going to be back till hasn't even practiced really yet. He's probably going to be on the PUP, which is going to be 4 to 5 weeks. And then everything I've seen is if a running back is on the PUP, it's a 4 to 5 week ramp up. So you're talking weeks 9 or 10 until he's back. And I'm not a big fan of Dante Foreman. So I think Jerome Ford is a sneaky pick late in that round. Dilla gets Tua
for 1B back. 1B back, you're getting in the 8th round or 7th round. Yeah. That's not too bad. I mean, and feed the need, that's actually pretty good.
So the pick that I was really hoping would fall to me was Rico Dowdle, which is who Taylor Majors just took. He's a 2-time champion. He knows what he's doing. Just sniped me a little bit there. I like Dilla's team a lot. We did a mock this morning. Dude, Dilla at the 16. We better hope. I'll just say this: feed the need. we don't want Dilla at 16. We need to do everything we can to get him the fuck out of there.
Yeah, just dude, saying. He's not winning because I did this whole Tua A-Chain combo last year, and that did not work because they would never have games together. And so,
agreed.
Just saying, if he goes the Tua route with A-Chain, that it kind of ruins his whole team for me.
Yeah. No, but I do, looking at his team right now. I went with Courtland Sutton, by the way. I'm not a huge big thing, but I do really think that possible that I'm not saying Bo Nix is going to be anything great, but I think he's going to be a game manager, like a young Russell Wilson. He has capability of running. Courtland Sutton, and who else is there? I hand out Troy Franklin. I'm an idiot, I know. But, I mean, there's not a lot of competition there. Courtland Sutton's the guy. I'll take some upside. All right, your pick's almost here, so let's get caught up here. Caleb went Blake Corum with his third running back, I should say. Rich went with a second tight end, which is just kind of weird this late with Dalton Schultz. Then it goes computers guys, goes Zeke, Chase Brown, Zach Charbonnet, Romeo Dobbs, Khalil Shakur. Now it gets to Quinn again. He goes Cole Kmet. I kind of like Cole Kmet because of the upside with the new quarterback. Could be a sneaky tight end play. Mike with J.K. Dobbins. I did see a thing that J.K.'s been playing very well in practice and kind of ready to go. I mean, maybe not right off the rip, kind of get his feet under him. But with him having the new offensive coordinator at the Chargers and the Chargers having a nice run offensive line, he could get some looks. I mean, who knows what the fuck the Chargers are going to do because they have no receivers to catch the damn ball. Spencer goes with Xavier Legette. Then Dallas gets quarterback of Jared Goff. Tyler gets Justin Herbert. And now you're on the clock.
Yeah, I'm in a tough time. This is a tough pick. Probably just going to go with best available. We'll see what Gardner Minshew can do in Vegas, huh?
I sneaky like that pick. Devontae Adams just gets so much attention. Gardner just slings the ball, man. I like Gardner. He's a Coug. You always root for the guy. So getting a Jacoby Myers that played well last year, it's a good pick. I like that this late. One of my sleepers I did last week, Josh Palmer. It's a huge. He's a wide receiver one there. There's no competition, so he's going to get looks. Jaleel McLaughlin there. I like that. What's your thought on starting it out with starting out the defensive runs? What are you doing there? Just didn't like anything else, or?
Well, I could have picked someone that I could obviously stash. I'm not a big fan of that strategy. I particularly want, if I have my whole team filled out with 8 solid picks back to back to back to back with no kind of already subs, I really like to fill out my team first. And so it just happened to work out that I was number 2 pick. And that led to me getting the best defense. And I think at the end of the year, San Francisco defense will probably outscore most defenses by 40 to 50 points. And so that's kind of my thinking on it.
No, I like it. It's like you said, your next pick, you're either picking a bench spot or you're picking an absolute starter for you. Right. And we've seen in this league, defenses can I want to propose to the Mish and just say, hey, we got rid of kickers.
Make it a super flex.
No, you just add a straight wide receiver position. So you get rid of them, add straight wide receiver, keep the 2 flexes. So you literally could be starting like 6 receivers, which would be fucking insane.
Yeah, with 16 people? Are you kidding? Can you
imagine? Fun. It'd be fun.
Imagine?
It would be sweet. But anyways, here, get back to this. Daly goes Chuba Hubbard. I like that because he kind of gives himself some security with the Jonathan Brooks pick. Chuba will fill in there until Jonathan Brooks is back. Dallas goes Mike Williams now in with the Jets and Aaron Rodgers. I mean, come on. Anybody that has Aaron Rodgers throwing the ball, he has value. Spencer Curtis Samuel now with the Bills. I mean, who's going to play there? Who knows? We have Keon Coleman.
Yeah, that's a big question mark. I want to avoid the Bills passing offense until about week 2 or 3, and then maybe trade for one of them.
Yep, Mike goes Tyler Lockett. Quinn goes Adonai Mitchell. AD Mitchell, I think is what everybody's been calling him now. I like the AD Mitchell. I don't like the other guys. We already know what they are. We know who they are. I don't like those. I like the crazy Mitchell's upside picks here. Mitchell's a rookie out of Texas. I was at Buffalo Wild Wings for lunch today, and the UW Texas semifinals game was on. And AD Mitchell, like Moss, the UW guy, they lost, obviously, but it was what it made it. I think it made him down by 4 or 5 in the fourth quarter, but it was a sick catch. And I was like, oh, AD Mitchell. But that's the thing here is what makes feed the need. Like, these are the guys we're drafting here.
Right.
TJ Hawkinson goes, Trevor Lawrence, Jerry Jeudy this late is insane because, like you talked about, like, who else is there? They have Amari Cooper and who? David Njoku, Jerome Ford.
Right.
Like, there's just not a lot there. Jerry Jeudy that late is just crazy to me. Especially with how old Amari Cooper is. He'd always miss a couple games here or there because of his heavy. So those are going to be huge Jerry Jeudy games.
Amari Cooper's a big fan of old, reliable Amari Cooper. He's good for a 40 burger. Like
Amari
2
Cooper,
40 burgers a year.
My favorite Amari Cooper thing, I was in Vegas with Mike, Jimmy, Hunt, Rip Hunt. And we were sitting out there at the sports book and I played against Mike that week. And Amari Cooper played the Sunday night football game. And I told him, I was like, dude, you better get up by 40 because Cooper's coming. Cooper had like 40 something. And Aaron Cooper shit on Mike that day. But anyways, after that, Kirk Cousins goes, Rich goes Rashid Shaheed, Caleb Gabe Davis. I'm on the clock now. Now I'm just looking for straight upside, like guys that can kind of take over in positions of need and or trade bait. If something happens and it hits, that's what's going to happen. I don't need another quarterback. I really like Jordan Love. Running backs here, I do like Ty Chandler. I hate the Vikings, but they're in the NFL. They're going to have to do something. They play the game still. There's a couple receivers I kind of like right here, so I'm going to go with the last guy at the tier, Ty Chandler. Nothing crazy. Aaron Jones is just old. That whole team's in rebuild. Justin Jefferson's still there, so he's going to want to compete. I'll take a chance on Ty Chandler. Looked okay last year. Dilla goes on Tavian Wakes. I don't like it, but that's like the third or fourth receiver on the team. Josh Downs, I don't mind that at all. And now back to me. I still don't have a tight end here. What I like to do at tight end, I don't ever take elite tight ends. What I always try to do is I stack them with my quarterback. So it works out perfectly. I have Jordan Love. This is an easy pick for me. I'll take Luke Musgrave and
Sneaky pick, and that's why you don't draft tight ends super early, like some of these guys did, because you can get Luke Musgrave in round 10.
Yeah, and that's the thing too is, man, like tight ends to me, obviously there's this year the top 5 of Kelsey, Laporta, Kincaid, McBride, Kittle, like those 5. Obviously, those are obviously plug and plays, but after that, it's a fucking crapshoot. Your tight end is going to be lucky to get 4 catches for 40 yards and hope to God he gets that tug to get you to 10. So I'll take Luke Musgrave, stack him with my quarterback. After that, again, Caleb here, like I said, we're in the nitty-gritty here of the difference of feed the need. We're only in round 10 here. Round 10. And guys like Tyler Algier, Jalen Wright, Brandon Cooks, Matt Stafford's getting drafted, Taysom Hill. Of all fucking people, Taysom Hill is getting drafted in the 10th round here. Another defense, the Jets goes off. Aaron Rodgers goes. It's one of those things, man. Like if you need, this is where it comes a whole new ball game. It is not the same as your family 5 or your family 10, 12 team leagues. It is completely different, and this is it. Ricky Parcell is gone. He's
what is his story
here? He's a rookie out of Florida. He's good. He's already in camp hurt. People thought he's going to replace Brandon Ayuk, but Brandon Ayuk is still there. So who knows? That whole contract negotiation stuff, is Ayuk going to play? If he plays, then Ricky Parcells the wide receiver 3 there. Again, Mike here taking another shot in running back. Ray Davis. This is his 3rd running back. he could be ultimately week 1 be a starter if J.K. Dobbins is not ready. Spencer, here goes Jalen Polk. That's his guy. He drafted him in the dynasty. Dallas War Tigers here with Tate Bigsby pick. That's a homer pick. Bucky Irvin, go Ducks. Kamani, you want to talk about your pick here?
Really like the upside of the rookie out of Troy, just because there's no running back in Los Angeles that can catch passes. And he showed in college that he could catch a little bit of passes. He caught around 20 catches. I think he had 18 last year in 12 games. So it's about almost $1.50 a game. But the other two on that squad don't ever catch passes. So mainly just for that, hopeful Austin Eckler.
Yeah.
Few touchdowns for passing.
We're all just chasing upside here. That's all we're doing. We're all trying to get a guy that we can. It's a big boom. I fucked up last year. I think I took Puka Nacua in the 10th or the 11th last year. 10th or 11th, I believe. I dropped him before the season started. I fucked that one up.
And my next pick, Kendre Miller, is essentially it's just a stash for Kamara. And I love to do that. I love to always get my my handcuffs. Always. It will always work out for you.
Yep. Here, Dallas was Tremaine Burton. I like that pick, especially Chase. Chase is holding in. He's not playing. He's at camp, but he's not doing anything. And he said that he's not playing unless he gets a contract. So Tremaine Burton would be a guy that steps up in that role, especially with Boyd gone. Darnell Mooney with the new offense, a new team in Atlanta. People always said he's really good at deep balls, all that stuff. He just needs a competent quarterback. Kirk Cousins is a guy that can throw the damn deep ball if he's healthy. Michael Penix, man, in Atlanta, I like Michael Penix, and that guy could throw if I could ball. So I like the Darnell Mooney late in that pick. Tyrone Tracy's an interesting one, rookie for the Giants, because Singletary's there, and that's it. Like, they're trying to replace Saquon Barkley. That offense is not very good, but you're throwing Malik Neighbors to stretch the field. Somebody's got to run the ball. Tyrone Tracy's a good option there. After that, it's Antonio Gibson with the Patriots. Troy Franklin goes. I like Troy Franklin so much at Oregon, and I don't know what's going to happen there. Him and Bo Nix could get some magic. Who knows? Jahan Dotson now with Philly as a wide receiver 3. Another rookie running back, Marshawn Lloyd. Adam Thielen, another old guy that caught fire early last year.
Sneaky. He can catch fire like that. And his Bryce Hall's he's his only weapon. Bryce Young's only weapon.
Yeah, I picked him up off waivers last year for free, and he fucking went off for me. It was awesome. I didn't win shit, but anyways, great. Another rookie guy, Luke McCaffrey. There goes with it's a sneaky one. Like I said, with Jaden Daniels as your quarterback, who knows? It could be crazy. It could be awful. Ben Snott's a sneaky tight end. Baltimore Ravens D, Kansas City D. Here, I'm just looking for somebody that I think could pop. Oh, Quentin Johnson is who I should pick. Stupid. I'm going to go with one of my sneaky receivers here. I really like Michael Wilson.
Yeah. Opposite of Marvin Harrison, who's going to essentially command all coverage as a rookie.
How many games do you think him and Kyler Murray have played together?
Who? Michael Wilson?
Michael Wilson.
Probably like 2 or 3.
2.
Yeah.
You know what he finished combined in those, an average of those two? They have wide receivers ranked in those 2 weeks.
Oh, probably pretty good. Michael Wilson's
16.
stud. I like him. I like Michael Wilson. He's tall.
Yeah.
He's athletic. He's somewhat fast, and he's a good complementary wide receiver. I don't know if he's a really good one, but that's why he went in the 10th or 11th round or 12th round.
Yeah.
So, he's a great number 2. And in the 12th round, you're looking for solid ones. I think he's a solid.
I agree. I like Mike Wilson. After that goes Cade Otton. That's Dilla's first tight end. And like I said, man, tight ends, he'll stream it. I like Cade Otton's serviceable. Then he got Deshaun Watson. That's another upside quarterback play. The guy can run the ball. He just was hurt all last year, so his ADP is just way down.
Would you take
Dameon Pierce?
Well, why would you do that? Why would you snake me like that?
Dameon Pierce is my guy.
I know he's your guy, but why would you snake me?
He's my guy.
13 picks away. Why the fuck would you snake me?
Because he's the best running back. Caleb there goes with another tight end as Isaiah Likely. Isaiah Likely is one of those tight ends that I got him in my dynasty. I talk shit to Spencer all the time at work about it because he's like, "Oh, why do you have a second tight end on the team?" Because if something happens to Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely has stepped up every single time, and the dude performs. Isaiah Likely is a sneaky play there. Khalil Herbert is a trade option. I feel like he's got to get traded somehow. There's DeAndre Swift. They love Roschon Johnson. There's Khalil Herbert. Khalil Herbert, I feel like, has got to get traded sometime, right?
Yeah. No. I mean, no. I'm not going to pretend like I know what the general managers are thinking. It would seem like Khalil Herbert's talented enough to go actually play meaningful snaps somewhere, but you never know.
Yeah. After that goes Quentin Drop Johnson, guy can catch. Although I did see it on Twitter, he had lost the guy the other day. They caught another touchdown. So just saying, Quinn,
your favorite player.
Shout out Quinn.
Available. Your favorite player is best available right now.
I hate that guy. Hold on, Trev. Don't make your pick yet. To get caught up for Trev's pick, Elijah Mitchell, Will Levis, Hunter Henry, Roman Wilson, Audric Estime. I like Audric Estime. He has a lot of upside. Steelers defense, Rashad Bateman. I like that. Alexander Madison, Seahawks defense, homer pick. And you went with your fucking backup third string. I'm just kidding.
The guy, he is legit.
No, CH was huge, highly touted out of college. The guy was so hyped, and it just nothing. It just I don't know what it is.
For 3 years in the league. I mean, it's not like he didn't do nothing.
I agree with you. I'm just saying, like, his upside. When he came in the league, he was supposed to be the fucking next Kareem Hunt.
Well, he took over Kareem Hunt's spot. I mean, or whoever he took over, he came in and won the starting job. Like he might.
Kareem Hunt got kicked out of the league. So
where's Hunt playing now? Do we know?
He's a free agent.
Still.
Mm-hmm. Blackburn here is he's gonna get auto picked. He wakes up at like 3 a.m. So Blackburn, appreciate it for you staying up as late as you did to make as many picks as you did. So thank you for that. I'm gonna auto pick his last guy here. Okay. Get going. All right, you're back on the clock. Last picks here. You already picked the defense. This one thing too is when you pick your defense early, you can just take absolute dart throws with the rest of your guys.
Right, and I just decided to get another safety pick, Roschon Johnson. For
I like that.
DeAndre Swift.
I like that.
I got 2 of my handcuffs. You stole my third one. Appreciate it. But
real quick here, just wrapping this up. I just want to say thank you to everybody in the league to help us join this. This is cool. You get in here with some of a lot of the computer guys. It kind of gets a little not realistic because you'll have teams that are draft all running backs or all receivers, and it just gets a little like, it's not really real of what real feed the need is. So having, 11 of us in here right now? It's huge.
Yeah.
So
huge.
It just goes to show how awesome Feed the Need is. We're all a tight-knit group. They all love this podcast and stuff. And so just thank you guys for just hopping on and doing this with us. This was cool.
Super cool.
But yeah, so it'd just be kind of cool to just kind of see like how similar this will be to the actual draft, because it might not sound crazy, but when you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more guys in the league, you throw in Pat Act. He's a wild card. He takes picks. It's like, what? Uncle Rich, you never know what he's going to do. Garrett Driver, Merle. You get those guys in here, and it just makes it feed the need. So doing this mock is cool and all, kind of shows what's going on. Dallas, you see his pick here, last pick. Complete home. He goes Cam Newton. Tigers. That guy. He needs to go to bed. Then it goes Eagles, Wandale. I like the Wandale pick a lot. Then just a bunch of defenses. Marvin Mims upside there. Defenses. Bo Nix. Let's go, Rich. Keaton Mitchell. I like that pick. That's a pick you set on him for weeks, and it's nice. I don't even really care here. I'm just going to swipe down until I see somebody I like. I'm going to go with Denard Robinson. And then there it is.
DeMarcus.
I said Denard, didn't I? I was thinking of the Michigan quarterback.
Michigan? Is he on special teams still?
He doesn't tie his shoes, brother. He makes it faster.
No kidding.
All right, and there it is. All right, now the mock's over. Trev, how are you feeling about your team? Tell us about it.
So I didn't mean for my draft to kind of go the way it did. And you never really do, obviously. But I went a little bit older in picks, essentially 2 through 6. Joe Mixon, Kamara, Keenan Allen, Njoku, and Swift they're almost all long in the tooth. But they all are pretty dependable options. So I think my team has a pretty low ceiling, but a pretty high floor. So I think I would win. That's a playoff team for sure, I think. So my favorite pick is probably Jaden Daniels in the 6th round and Jacoby Myers in the 8th. I feel like both those picks are pretty good value with what Jane Daniels might bring to the league and Jacoby Myers with the just amount of volume he's going to have.
Yeah, I agree. I like Justin Jefferson. I think Justin Jefferson is going to Justin Jefferson. Doesn't matter if I'm throwing him the ball, if Snacks, Garrett Driver is throwing him the ball. Justin Jefferson is Justin Jefferson. So you can never get mad with that. And like you said, it's a little older. We know who they are. Keenan Allen's not my favorite. You got Jacoby. The receiver's a little weak, but like you said, what else are you going to do?
I agree. I mean, I didn't draft a backup wide receiver too, so we would be waiver wire searching. So there's some things I definitely don't like about how my draft went, but all in all, I think it's about a B-.
Yeah, we'll take that. My team here, real quick, kind of fell apart. This is probably one of my least favorite mocks I've done in all year. It kind of just, I don't want this pick. Nothing that I really liked kind of hit. But I mean, I can't complain. I do got Garrett Wilson, DK, and Zay Flowers as my receivers, and Cortland Sutton. And we talked about Michael Wilson too. So I mean, I do have some guys that could pop. I do like Travis Etienne this year. They got a guy now that can really stretch the field, Gabe Davis and Brian Thomas there. Trevor Lawrence got his contract. Travis Etienne should just have a good year.
Yeah, what a bullshit contract for Trevor Lawrence. Like, not to interrupt, what a bullshit contract for Trevor Lawrence. He did absolutely nothing. Sorry, go ahead. Yeah. Just wanted to put that out there.
You're good. My least favorite pick is the Zach Moss pick. Just that right there, just nothing looked good. Like after that, I'm looking at like who I'd rather have than Zach Moss, and it's literally just who?
James Conner. James, you should have had James Conner. That's my thinking, just because of the sheer volume that he's going to get.
Stop! I'm talking about the Zach Moss pick. I picked Zach Moss, and it goes JSN, Evan Ingram, Lad McConkey, Jordan Addison, Hollywood Brown, Jalen Warren, Brock Bowers, Caleb Williams. The guy that I would want in any of that would be Javonte Williams. There's not after that, that's a gross group for me. Like there's nothing crazy. So I'll chase the upside of the running back there. Like it's just
and that was the biggest issue why I thought you should have went running back in round 4 because everything went to shit like real fast.
Yes, it did. But then I do think that Jerome Ford, Ty Chandler, they'll give me some options. They'll get it might be 4 to 6, but whatever. But yeah, my draft grade, I'll give it a C+. I'm not happy with it. C- maybe. But yeah, it's whatever. I'll go first. The team I like.
Yeah. Well, who do you like, Mood?
My favorite team on this is Tyler Daly's team. It's solid up and down from the beginning. I'm going to try to go hero to this other thing. Just looking at it, that's not his. I want this team. He went Bijan Robinson, James Cook, 2 just staples, two staple running backs there. James Cook is one of the kind of questionable ones, but feeling the need having him as your RB2 along with Bijan Robinson is huge. And then he does what you kind of do if you go RB early. You just start stacking receivers. Nico, George Pickens, Rashee Rice in the fifth is huge. He's the only one there that has any time with Patty Mahomes. He's proved it last year. Yeah, his ADOT wasn't crazy. It's nothing, but like he's dropped way down because of the whole incident this offseason. But it's the NFL. Nothing's going to happen until the offseason of next year. Brian Thomas, huge upside with rookie upside there. Jonathan Brooks, he's going to have to sit on him for a couple weeks. So it's whatever. Herbert's his quarterback I don't really like. And then it's just after that, it's just bleh. But that's how a lot of teams are. But I do like his running backs and his four receivers. They just stack up. That's a tough lineup there.
Not a huge fan of Daly's team, but it's not the worst. My team I like is actually Dallas, which is surprising because I usually am not Dallas would deem me not a Dallas fan on the pod, but it's not particularly like that. He just makes some decisions sometimes that I don't agree with violently. So, but I really like his mock draft this time. Najee Harris, Tyreek Hill, Cooper Kupp, Travis Kelce, Calvin Ridley, Tajee Spears, all guys going to score points. So every single one of those guys is going to score a decent amount of points. He's got Mike Williams on the bench. He's not even starting him. The only thing I really don't like about his team is Jared Goff, but Jared Goff's a pretty serviceable back. I bet you he finished top 10 last year in QBs, and that's so. Yeah, all in all, I'd probably give Dallas probably a B plus. And I didn't really like a lot of drafts in this mock, and so I really like Dallas' team.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Who's the team you least like?
I mean, if you are a fan of this podcast, if you know anything about our last episode,
go back and watch it. Go back and watch it. We introduced.
Go back and watch it. Quinn Carpenter. Just really not a very good draft. I mean, Amari. We'll just go with his rounds. Amon-Ra St. Brown, which I've just never been a fan of. He's pretty good. Pretty good 8th pick. So it's our 7th pick, not the worst. But then and then Pacheco is okay too. So his first two are okay, but then he kind of lost me. Rachaad White, he's probably half his games are going to 50 yards, not even a touchdown. Caleb Williams is his back or his quarterback. Just not even the best rookie, I think, option available. Amari Cooper's super long in the tooth. Cole Kmet's never catching a touchdown. Scary Terry I've had him the last few years. He's like DK Metcalf, man. He shines when he shines, but when he just goes away. And Gus Bus, just yikes, dude. That's a team where's Floor, who I think could be like 40 points. So yeah, really shitty job. I hope Quinn does better in the real thing.
I hope he doesn't, and I hope I just get gifted $100. My least favorite team is Mike. I've said it again. I've said it a lot, or I'll say it again. I've said it already. I don't like when teams, or when a guy sits out of camp. CeeDee Lamb, especially with what Jerry Jones has been saying. CeeDee Lamb at 1 there, it's like, okay, maybe, but then it goes Jalen Waddle, Patrick Mahomes. David Montgomery's there. Yes, he's going to get some work all the time, but Jahmyr Gibbs is fucking elite. So I think David Montgomery will get some looks, but as your RB1, I know if CeeDee Lamb sits out time, you have an RB1 as a backup. Christian Kirk, I like Christian Kirk, I do, but they do have now Calvin Ridley and Brian Thomas Jr. coming in, so he's not just he's not the only guy there now. Wait. Yeah. I was wrong. Let me say that again. Christian Kirk, I like Christian Kirk, but they have Brian Thomas Jr. coming in and Gabe Davis coming in. So, am I right?
You're right. That's good.
Okay, yeah. Anyways, Dante John says Bryce Love, Bryce Young throwing him the ball.
I did the same thing. I called Bryce Hall.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not a fighter, bro. And then like J.K. Dobbins is RB2. I hate that. The guy's old. If he's your RB3 chasing the upset, yeah, if he's your third RB, you're chasing the hope. J.K. Dobbins was awesome. Yes, he has Ray Davis, Antonio Gibson. Just to me, I don't care about it. I don't care about it.
D+ at best.
Yeah.
Do better, Mike. Well, you're better than that.
Hey, I if I have money, I would bet that Mike makes the final 8 teams. Every year, never fails.
Yeah,
he's a staple.
Do better than this, Mike, on draft day. And that's all I'm saying.
He's trying to be like Spencer too much.
Don't beat me up. You can kick my ass, but do better. Do better.
Exactly. Yeah, that'll wrap up this show. Thanks for joining us, everybody, and kind of look at the draft and the mock with the 16-team league.
Deuces.